to another episode of Heat Seeker Outdoors. This week we're going along with one of my favorite families, the Wilsons. It's youth season, and it's always interesting whenever Matthew's in front of the camera. Let's go.
We're here at the Camp Atterbury Youth Hunt, here with my son Matthew. Out here having a good old time. It was a little wet this morning. I had a little video mishap, so our mic wasn't working, but we're up and going now. Not a bad morning. Like I said, some weather came in, so we held up before coming into the tree stand. Sitting out here now finally. We pushed some deer out moving in, which we've kind of figured that was going to happen anyway. It's a nice day. Sun's come out. It's looking real nice. We ain't seen no deer since we pushed those out, so we might have screwed that up for this morning, which kind of had a fear this was going to be a better evening spot than a day spot, but it is what it is. That's part of hunting, right? Can't always get it right. Wish I could. If I did, I'd have a lot more deer hanging on the wall. But hopefully Matthew will get a shot at something. We've already had one deer taken so far this morning. First deer of the 2021 season. So you can't beat that. It was a buck as well, so it's good stuff. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll get something down with Matthew and we can show it to you folks. Thank you. Are you cold? No. Looking for a deer. Big buck. What about a doe? At this point you don't care, do you? No. Are you shy? Now look up at the camera. Okay.
Matthew's learning just how hard the hunting thing can be. But if you know John, like I do, you know that he's going to be persistent. He's going to do whatever it takes to put Matthew on a deer.
Hey y'all, well, we're back. It's the second day of the Atterbury Youth Hunt. It's the last evening, so didn't have very much luck this morning. I had a couple does walk in out of range. We changed up what we decided we're going to do for this evening. Last night we came out and there was deer in this field. We tried to stalk on a buck last night, but we just couldn't get it done, and me not thinking, didn't turn the camera on to get footage of what we was doing, running down the road with a shooting stick and all our gear on our back. And we had this buck. He's a little 8-pointer, not a massive deer, but it was a buck, and it was a free buck to Matthew, and he was all about it, and we tried to make it happen, and just couldn't do it. He was quartering away so hard and was grazing away, and we were moving. He'd stop, we'd stop, he'd graze away. There was other deer in the field, so we just couldn't make it happen. Ended up, the other deer left the field, and that buck was still standing there. We were still trying to make a move, and he looked up and seen everybody was gone and got a little nervous and left. I mean, we didn't bump him out of here, but he seen everybody else was gone and just kind of moved on across the field a little quicker, and that was all she wrote for last night. You know, we come back in this morning and back in the stand, and it just didn't work out for us. And Matthew, you're over making faces. I see that. Quit. So this morning we tried it again. It just didn't work out in our favor. So we're back here this evening, got the blind set up in that area where those deer were at in the field, hoping they'll filter out tonight. And Matthew's got to that point where he says, if it's brown, it's down, Dad. So doe, buck, whatever, look out. We're sitting in here ready. Sitting in here in the Primo's ground blind, ready to rock and roll. Matthew's got his 44 Magnum bolted up in the bog pod, and hopefully we can make something happen. So stay tuned, we'll see if we can bring you some action. You jumped him.
Got him.
Well, folks, Matthew's down it. Pick his head up, bud. Let us see him. Matthew got her done. After a weekend of hunting hard, he finally decided to take his spot. He's let several does walk and he's getting down to the nitty gritty.
Big fatty too. A lot of meat.
Well, concluded on the Atterbury youth deer hunt. Matthew was successful. Congratulations, buddy.
Well, I'm super pumped for Matthew, and I just know how proud Jon is. You can hear it in his voice. You can see it on his face. You know, telling family stories like this is one of my favorite things to do. I just love the memories that it makes, and we can all relate to it. So Matthew's he's got the bug now. I know he's gonna go at it even harder next year. And Jon, you just better be ready to try to keep up. So thanks everybody for your support, and thanks for watching.